like I will. I hit it right, I will. I treat you right. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make you feel. They can't do you like I will. Nobody do you like I will.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking, all right? So shout out to everybody who is in the room. It's good to see each and every one of you. If you guys can hear me okay, please give me the thumbs up or radiation emoji in the chat. If you guys cannot hear me, please give me a thumbs down or an angry face, all right? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got Lloyd Sky 9 in the house. We got Jerry Bedford in here. We got Jazz Terra. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. We got Kiko 410, and we got New York State of Mind 22. All right, so let's get it cracking. All right. So what we about to talk about is some interesting vlogging that was done by a YouTuber. If you guys take a look at the title, his original video, if you go to the @ name that's tagged in the title, you can go and check out the original video. All right, this is a video that popped up on my timeline, and I'm sure there's going to be other people that react to this video. And you know how YouTube is, supremacy is what matters. So, you know, as a smaller YouTuber with under 10,000 subscribers, people will be very unlikely to use their natural brain while watching it on my channel. But when they see other people talk about it and they get their talking points reinforced in the echo chambers that they hang out in on YouTube, then they'll feel more comfortable to break the ice and start saying things about that. That's the usual thing that happens. We see that happen over here all the time. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? We're going to attack it first. We're going to put it in the archive, and then we're going to move on to the next thing because nothing stops this train. So everybody knows that when it comes to New Jersey, right, a lot of the migrants were dropped off in New Jersey as a result of the busing that went on between Texas and New York. Everybody should be aware of this deep in the game. If you're not aware of this deep in the game, you're just completely lost, and I'd advise that you just do something else and enjoy your time on the planet until it's over. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a news article from Shore News. This news article is insane. It's saying that the migrant crisis is Donald Trump's fault. Now, let me ask you guys this question. How is it possible that somebody who's not the president and who hasn't been the president for the last 4 years is responsible for the current and ongoing migrant crisis? What they're probably going to say is that Donald Trump encouraged people to not sign the military funding bill, which would have done allegedly something to the border, which would have somehow allegedly allowed Joe Biden to have power to be able to close the border, which doesn't make any sense because he's the president. He already has that power. And there are immigration and custom enforcement laws on the books already that can be enforced in order to control the situation at the border. But real life is just like YouTube. Most people don't use their natural brains and everybody gaslights. So the media repeats something and it's easy to make the low IQ population follow suit. All they got to do is just repeat it multiple times. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what this article says, and then we're going to get into this video that this vlogger was generous enough to do. All right. New Jersey's growing migrant crisis is Donald Trump's fault, president says. All right. In the state of New Jersey, they're on the verge of having its own migrant crisis as New York City Mayor Eric Adams bans buses of immigrants landing those seeking asylum here in the Garden State. Millions of migrants from all over the world are crossing America's southern border annually, and now many are heading to New Jersey, causing Governor Phil Murphy to issue a statement that the state cannot afford the influx. What does that mean if the state can't afford the influx? You guys know what to do? Shout out to Katsy. What's good with it, Katsy? If the state can't afford the influx, what does that mean, guys? Y'all know what to do. What emoji is that if they can't afford it? President Biden attributed the challenges at the U.S. border to Republican policies and opposition, suggesting that former President Donald Trump's efforts, including the border wall, did not genuinely aim for border security. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's just say that that's true. All right. Let's just say that that's true. Let's just make the assumption and go out on a limb that putting an iron steel wall at the southern border was not meant to keep people from crossing it. Let's just assume that that's true, okay? What has Joe Biden done since he's been president to deal with the southern border? Anybody got any thoughts on that? What has Joe Biden done to deal with the southern border? Now, there's a lot of issues going on with stuff at the southern border. A lot of issues, right? A lot of issues that affect mainstream America as far as everybody in America, mainstream issues that affect Freeman, FBA, ADOS. Am I the spokesperson for Freeman, FBA, ADOS? No, but I am a Freeman, FBA, ADOS. And I think that this is interesting because you see a pattern with these migrants that you see with the population at large. And if you have to, and if you think about it, these people who are migrants are literally, I would say, relatives, extensions of anti-Black European cultures. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Being that most of these guys are from Spain, Spain is one of the original countries that was absolutely anti-Black, passed some of the first anti-Black segregation laws and Black tax laws in Spain with the Roman Catholic Church. They were one of the first places to initiate slave trading with the transatlantic slave trade. There's a city in Mexico called Matamoros. You know what I'm saying? Basically talking about Mata, which is delete, Morenos, which is Black people. You know what I'm saying? And then also, they are a safe haven for World War II criminals in South and Central America, proudly. They talk about La Raza because in their warped minds, they believe that, quote unquote, skin lightening through eugenics and biological selective breeding somehow improves their race. You know what I'm saying? So this is what these people believe. In Brazil, there's a city called Americana where they have a Confederate celebration because Brazil opened up its doors to Confederates and allowed slavery to attract Confederates to go to Brazil and start their life anew. These people are coming to the United States. This is what they won't tell you in the mainstream media. What they will tell you in the mainstream media is they'll get you somebody like Jamal Bowman. They'll get you somebody like Al Greasyhead Sharpton. And they'll tell you that these people are your friends. Somebody like Brandon Eraserhead Johnson to sit there and tell you, don't worry about it. You fight for these people. No, you fight for yourself. You fight for yourself. It's a lot of different kinds of fighting that should be going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different types of fighting that should be going on. And all of those kinds of fighting that should be going on are fighting that should be done to be securing our interests, not fighting on behalf of anybody else. Let me ask you guys a question. How are you going to be a hero and save everybody if you're already bleeding out of your jugular vein? Has anybody ever seen that? Has anybody ever seen a hero save the world while they're profusely bleeding out of their jugular vein? If you guys have ever seen that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys haven't, give me a thumbs down. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But that's what the Democrats and the Republicans expect you to do. One thing that people need to start doing is culturizing common sense. Not culturizing upside down nonsensical talking points that don't make sense and then sitting there turning around talking about we got tricked. Culturizing common sense. Respecting capability and intelligence of each one of us, because each one of us is intelligent and each one of us is capable and each one of us is formidable. We are not powerless. Society sets it up to block out and reduce our power, but we are not powerless. We are powerful. It's displayed in every element of society. Any activity that we undertake, Any activity that we attempt, we always eclipse all competitors. Why, when it comes to societal engineering, people curl up into a fetal position and act like they have no idea what's going on is beyond me. But my advice is, if you are one of those kind of people that curls up into a fetal position, stay in the crib and drink from the bottle where you belong. And if you're lucky, maybe somebody will come past and change your diaper. But we grown out here. And when you grown, you got to confront the barriers. And you got to break the barriers. And that's my advice to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Biden's comments come amidst reports of a significant increase in illegal crossings since his tenure began, with data from Customs and Border Protection indicating a fourfold rise compared to the period under Trump, Biden said. Republicans have to decide. So again, I want you guys to pay very close attention. All this is one side of the government putting it onto the other. We're going to just move the blame to, and we're going to move the blame from. But we're not going to take any blame, and we're not going to fix anything. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 19 people watching, and we got 14 likes. If everybody could take a moment, smash that like button and get us to 30, that would be wonderful. For years, they have said they want a secure border. The former president is desperately trying to stop this bill because he's not interested in solving the border problem. He wants a political issue to run against me. Let me ask you guys this question. There's plenty of political issues to run against Joe Biden. How long has this border crisis been going on? Is my question for you guys. I don't think that a lot of the new subscribers that have come to my channel recently, they don't know that there's an entire playlist on the channel called Immigration. That's when we were talking about this before we put a theme to it and called it the Undocumented Bros. We've been talking about this way before election season came. Yeah, facts. As a matter of fact, this was going on during the Trump era. All you got to do is search on Twitter or search on Google migrant caravan and then put the year in. Shout out to John Guillory. What's good with it, bro? Search on Google or search on Twitter or even possibly YouTube. YouTube is Google. Migrant caravan and then put in a year. Put in some years while Trump was president. There was massive amounts of migrant caravans that attempted to breach the southern border and come to the United States. I remember this one time when they had the military out down in Mexico, and they had the red star on the tank, and all of these YouTubers were making all these videos about the red stars on the tanks and what's going on in Mexico. How many people remember that? If you guys remember that, give me a thumbs up. If you don't remember it, give me a thumbs down. Yeah, that was the migrant crisis. It just wasn't paying. And since it wasn't paying, people weren't interested in making the content about it. Like I said, go back and watch the playlists. For anybody that questions any of the type of content that I make. You know what I'm saying? Subscriber supremacy don't mean anything. The only thing that subscriber supremacy means is that you have less likelihood of somebody actually addressing one of your comments and reading it. That's all subscriber supremacy means. It doesn't mean anything as far as integrity of information. It also means that you're expendable to the content creator. You should never be expendable to a content creator or a news organization or a media organization or anybody that you do business with or that you do any type of transaction with. You should never be expendable. I don't know every single one of my subscribers because I can't see people that don't comment. Most of my regulars, I know them very well. And the reason why I know them very well is because I appreciate them. Which means that I'll always try to give the best, most accurate information that I possibly can based on my interpretation of events. That right there should be more important than subscriber supremacy, but it's not. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out to Katsy. Katsy says it was an issue before Obama. I remember Janet Napolitano. Yeah. That's why Obama was deporting so many people. The deporter in chief is what they call Obama. Yeah. You know, instead, they're talking about some type of ratchet crime that's not going to inspire anybody to vote Republican. Here's my thing, right? There are legitimate reasons to make a case for people to have conservative political ideologies. That does not mean for you to adopt cooning. That doesn't mean for you to adopt being anti-black. And that doesn't mean for you to think that Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy and Donald Trump are your best friends. It simply means there are some things that might make your situation easier. That's all that means. But instead of pointing those things out, black conservatives are pointing out where a Tyrone or a Keisha committed a ratchet crime. How is that going to bring black people to vote for Republicans? Somebody make me understand that. Help me understand that. When you want to buy some food and you're looking at a menu, if you look at menus and all of the menus look like shit with mustard and ketchup on it, is that going to inspire you to go get some food or get something to eat? Or is that going to make you be like, nah, I'm not hungry? Which one is that going to do? Which is even funnier because you got the black conservatives doing that and their white conservative paymasters never question it. Which means that those black conservatives that make the YouTube content that literally has nothing to do with trying to persuade black people to become conservative, that just means that they're there for entertainment. That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said, we appreciate the hell out of you, Rob. 1,000. Yo, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Win Loser Rug for the $10 super chat. Please make sure y'all show him some love. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat. So now here it says, the first 2 years of his presidency, Democrats held control of the House and Senate, but failed to move a comprehensive border security deal. Now, why do you guys think that is? That's because they didn't try. The border is not a Democrat issue until it's the most talked about issue in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Until it's the most talked about issue in the United States. Then once it becomes the most talked about issue in the United States, then it's a Democrat issue, because then that means that the Democrats need to address it if they want to get any votes whatsoever, right? Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Val Williams. What's good with it, Val? So I want to show you guys this gentleman here. All right. Shout out to him. I believe this name is Aristopat, like aristocrat minus the C, I believe. Hopefully I'm saying it right. If he watches this video and happens to comment or say something, hopefully he can correct me or, let me know if I'm saying it correctly or incorrectly. He's the one that created this video. All right. He's an international travel vlogger. All right. And it looks like his most recent videos, he picked up on the algorithm. Shout out to him. Throw some ducks in the chat for him. Throw some ducks in the chat to him. You see, the last video that he made was 15 months ago, right? But see, then he made one 16 hours ago and said, wait a minute, 5.5K views. I need to make the videos about the same stuff Next video, 4.6 views. Oh, okay, no, opposite direction. He did this one 2 weeks ago and said, oh, hold on, wait a minute, I got 4,000 views. Then did this one 6 days ago and said, yo, wait a minute, 4.6K views, and it's still getting 29 views per hour. Okay. Then he came out with this one. He done figured out, he said, hold on, I'm about to get these ducats. The migrant crisis is hot. Now, if I highlight what they said about black people, I'm about to get all the people that's interested in the migrant crisis and all the black Americans finna watch it because they about to be mad when they see what these people said. So shout out to him for figuring out that algorithm. Throw some ducks in the chat for Aristopat. Not mad at it. Exploit that YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Val with the $5 super chat. Please make sure you guys show her some love. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat. All right. She says, I appreciate you too, Rob. I appreciate you guys more than you guys know. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Tedra. I appreciate you too. And shout out to my man DeAndre for being a like enforcer. Make sure y'all hit DeAndre with them like enforcers. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said he definitely picked up because it had 800 views and was in my recommended. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I saw it. It was in my recommended. It was in my recommended. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for picking up on the YouTube algorithm and figuring out how that works. He's going to get some nice ducats with this one. He's going to get a nice little AdSense check. He keep on doing these little 16, make them shorter, make the videos about 9 minutes. Cut these videos in half. Make each video 2 parts. You got these 18-minute ones and the 16-minute ones, 22 minutes over here. Cut these bad boys in half. Make them about between 7 and 8 minutes. Post each video. Bro, you good. You finna be at like 10,000 subs by the end of the month. Yeah, I like that. Make sure you shout out to Win Loser Rug. Make sure you guys use the anytime they have a new feature, make sure you guys always use the hell out of it. So if somebody sends some super chats, make sure all of y'all bang on them super chats. It should be 39 likes on each super chat. So we're going to take a look at his video, and this is the one that we're going to be watching right here. Hear what migrants say about blacks. Okay. Now, there's also some other interesting stuff, and this is just a cool video. I like these vlog type videos. You know what I'm saying? The vlog videos are really cool because you write down there live on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, at some point, I'll be able to do some videos like this for you guys, where we do little 5-minute videos on the scene somewhere and just basically give a little summary of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And call it a day and post it. You know what I'm saying? Get the little AdSense ducats, get y'all some information. You know what I'm saying? Nice little transaction like they talk about in the red pill. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. Right? So let's check this out. This is him right here. All right. This individual right here, I don't know what his ethnicity is. He might be a black Latino. He might be African. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, he does a good job with this vlog. The reason why I say that is because you're going to hear him bust out some very fluent Spanish. And because of, recent social media climates, one thing that everybody seems extremely concerned with is where peoples are from. He'll tell you his peoples came here in the 1950s. I don't believe he said from where, though. He puts that out there. So let's check this video out.
Good morning, guys. Yesterday, I thought we were getting an early spring because the weather was so nice. And then, all of a sudden today, it just changed. And now it's pretty cold this morning. This weather, to me, is crazy. But it's not as crazy as the New Jersey's migrant crisis. And
Oh, man, I don't know why that's funny to me, man. I don't know why that's hilarious. He just went boom right into it. You know what I'm saying? The weather is wild. You can never tell how the weather is. But if you really want to see crazy, you need to come see the New Jersey migrant crisis. Man, it's great. This is great, man. Shout out to him, man. Throw some flames in the chat. 30 minutes in and we in here. We lit.
Therefore, I'm in the city, New Brunswick. And if you know about New Brunswick, you would have known that back in the days, this was mostly all black people. Because I got some family members who came here back in the 50s and 60s.
All right, so he's saying that it was mostly black people. All right, so when he says mostly black people, he goes on and says that his family came here in the 1950s, which means that it was more than likely a lot of foundational black Americans and a lot of immigrants, whether they be Jamaican, whether they be Haitian, whether they be African, whether they black, Latino, or whatever. Wherever he is right there, in that area right there, that area was majority black people. So he's identifying the population matrix by race. You know what I'm saying?
And I still got a lot of family members here in New Brunswick. So it would be remiss of me to end my New Jersey migrant blog without coming to New Brunswick. And today mark the grand finale. What it means is that I won't be blogging on the migrant crisis in New Jersey for now. I'll be moving.
Oh yeah, I heard about, bro. Listen, I got the next Crimecast that I do might be like 3 hours long. And I told y'all I don't want to be doing no streams that doggone long no more. But it might end up being 3 hours long. I'm gonna be doing content unless I just get super tired and pass out. I'm gonna be doing content all day today, because I've been editing up these videos, and I hope that y'all liking them videos that I edited up. But because that kind of takes time and computer resources, I haven't really been able to stream because I got both of my computers processing videos and I'm uploading and doing that. And I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get knocked off the stream because my stream's got to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So right after this stream, there's going to be a Magatron stream. Then after that, I got some more streams. Hopefully I'll be able to get that Crimecast in. If I'm not able to get that Crimecast in, more than likely it'll be tomorrow morning, but it'll be a Crimecast overflow. So it'll be on one of these two channels. And shout out to Catsy. Catsy says she liked the lives. You know what's crazy? I've neglected my subscribers for a very long time. Shout out to Michael R. Subscribers been asking me for shorter form content. And I try to get the shorter form content up there when I can, but it takes time. And y'all know that I'm a perfectionist, so I got to make the video editing dope. I'm not going to do it if I'm not going to do it all the way. You know what I'm saying? If I got to just make it halfway and, you know what I'm saying, it's just lame and I just clip some little stuff and upload it, I ain't going to give it bad quality. It's going to be top notch if I do something. If I can't do it top notch, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it when I can do it top notch because that's what y'all deserve. Y'all deserve the best. So I try to give you the best. And if I can't give you the best, then you just got to wait. I'm not going to give you anything at all because it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Moving on to another state. But I am in the city of New Brunswick, and I'm going to walk
Shout out to Jesse. What's good with it, bro?
They're handling the migrant crisis. Because New Brunswick has basically, people are saying that it's basically taken over by the Hispanic. And it's about 80 or 90% Hispanic right now.
So did you see that? He said in New Brunswick, New Jersey, it's been quote unquote taken over, not, you know what I'm saying, population wise, by Hispanic. 80 or 90%. I want to make sure that y'all heard that.
What it means is that I won't be blogging on the migrant crisis in New Jersey for now. I'll be moving on to another state. But I am in the city of New Brunswick, and I'm going to walk and see how they're handling the migrant crisis. Because New Brunswick has basically people.
Shout out to my man Kiko 410. Make sure y'all show him some love. Please throw some radiation emoji and some flames in the chat for Kiko. Top notch Rob. Yeah, I got to give it to y'all top notch, man. Y'all deserve the best. Demand the best all the time. Always demand the best because you deserve the best. Never settle for less than the best. The best should always be the worst that you settle for. Do that make sense? If that makes sense, throw me some flames in the chat. If that don't make sense, give me some thumbs down. So anytime somebody says, well, will you just settle? Make sure you tell them, yeah, I'll settle for the best. Always settle for the best.
We're saying that it's basically taken over by the Hispanic, and it's about 80 or 90% Hispanic right now. Don't hold me to that. But it's all Hispanic. And I'm on French Street. Yeah, I'm standing on French Street. I'm going to walk down French Street. I think they should change that name to
Shout
Spanish
out to
Street
Mastermind Hour.
because
What's
it's
good
all
with it, bro?
Spanish in New Brunswick now. So let's walk and see if I can get to talk to some of these people here. Actually, let me get in my car and drive down there and see if they would rush to the car.
Now watch this. Now you guys remember what we talked about, right? That's what we talked about that when it comes to Denver. We talked about how the migrants be bum rushing the car. Do y'all remember that? If y'all remember us talking about the migrants bum rushing the car in Denver, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't remember, give me a thumbs down. Now, what I want y'all to pay close attention to on this part right here is watch what happens when homeboy goes to his car, all right? And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you all who is in here. Please take a moment. If you haven't smashed that like button, please smash the like button. Also, if you guys have not shared the stream wherever you're watching from, please take a moment, share the stream. All right. And if you're not subscribed, wherever you're watching from, if you're not subscribed there, make sure you hit the subscribe button or hit the bell.
Like how they did in the other city. So, guys, I just got back in the car and I'm going to drive and see and pull up and see if these guys are like if they rush the car like the other town, like the other town over. To see if these guys, let's see if they run to the car. Like a whole bunch of guys. Let's see if they run to the car. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, a lot of guys rush to the car. Okay.
Now, I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but he called him over. You know what I'm saying? Like, he called him over. It would have been better if it was organic. So, yo, Aristopat, if you're listening, next time, let this be organic. You know what I'm saying? Don't call him over, because then somebody going to be like, you called him over. You're going to be dealing with somebody that's like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you call him over? Don't call him over, bro. Let him just come. But it's crazy how they all came over there. Yeah, they came like some pigeons, like somebody dropped some bread. And that's scary, man. That looked like a scene off of The Walking Dead. Like they just parked the car and the zombies, you know what I'm saying, felt the warmth off the humans or smelt the human blood and just about to start jumping and pounding on the car. This looked like when Will Smith took a drive at night on I Am Legend and they just came and rushed his Ford Explorer. Y'all remember that scene?
Guys, I just got back in the car and I'm going to drive and see and pull up and see if these guys are like if they rush the car like the other town, like the other town over. To see if these guys, let's see if they run to the car. Like a whole bunch of guys. Let's see if they run to the car. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, a lot of guys rush to the car.
Now, in his defense, right? Shout out to Mike Nice. What's good with it? In his defense, shout out to Ricky. What's good with it, Ricky? They might not have heard him say, come on. It might just have sounded louder because he's on the phone. If he watches this and says something in the comment section, maybe he could clarify if he watches to this point. You know what I'm saying? He might have said something like he might have just been like, come on, guys. And he was right in the phone microphone, so it might have sounded loud. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them people was kind of far back. And then they just all like bum rushed the car. So they might not have heard him. So maybe I'm casting judgment a little bit early. But you got to remember, when I'm looking at something, for one, first and foremost, I'm a hater. I'm going to always hate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always talk stuff about what you got going on because that's just me. I'm just a hater. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm also a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to come from a place of critique. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come from a place of critique. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, nice, professional critique. But it's a little critique. But first and foremost, I'm a hater. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm hating on you, bro. No, I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Chris. What's good with it? Shout out to Alonzo. What's good with it, bro?
The other town. Like the other town.
Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. What's good with it, Brooklyn Queen?
To see if these guys, let's see if they run to the car. Like a whole bunch of guys. Let's see if they run to the car. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah.
Man,
a lot of guys rush to the car. Ok, yo soy un youtuber. Estoy buscando trabajo para ustedes. Pero no hay mucho trabajo.
See, and then this is what I'm saying. The brother, the vlogger, he just busts out, you know what I'm saying, in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was about to go down like that. Homeboy probably know like 6 or 7 languages. You know what I'm saying?
Yo tengo un señor que él tiene un camión, él viene pronto ahora. Pero yo estoy grabando también para mi canal de YouTube. ¿Entiendes? See, guys, a lot of guys here looking for job. I pull up and everybody rush around the cars. No, yo tengo un amigo, él viene pronto. Okay, ¿usted es dominicano usted? Okay, pero no hay trabajo aquí.
Shout out to DeAndre and shout out to Win Loser Rug. Make sure y'all show them some love. Throw some like enforcers in the chat. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, okay. So yo tengo un canal de YouTube. And see, I pull up and these guys are all over the cars. There's no work for them to do. No, me voy a hablar con ustedes. No, él viene.
¿Por qué hacia acá? ¿Por qué? Porque hay policía aquí.
No, la policía no molesta.
Sí.
Ok, dame parquear bien. The crisis in New Brunswick I think it's worse than anywhere else.
Man, hey, listen, shout out to this dude, man, because he's a brave soul. How many of y'all would have got out the car? I wouldn't have got out the car. I'd have been like, yo, I got to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Get away from the car before y'all end up being roadkill. I got to bounce. You know what I'm saying? Be surrounding my car like that. I'm claustrophobic.
Because
look, I'm not xenophobic, but I am claustrophobic. You know what I'm saying? Don't be crowding my car now. I got to get through.
Just pull up. No estoy grabando, pero no. No, yo tengo un amigo que viene aquí a trabajar a ustedes. So I'm here, guys. But these guys here are looking for work. I just pull up the car, and I tell you something. It's worse. A whole bunch of people out here looking for work. See? All of them. All over New Brunswick.
Now shout out to Katsy, right? Because Katsy said at least they're rushing up to him wanting work. I thought he was going to get his car jacked and he was going to end up dead or something. Well, for one, it's daylight, right? Which a lot of times it don't matter if it's daylight. If they're going to do dirt, they're just going to do dirt. But if this was in New York, it might have not went this way. What I'd be interested to see is, you know how the United States State Department issues travel advisories? What travel advisory would the United States issue comparing certain states to other countries? Like if New York was the exact way that it is right now, and it wasn't in the United States, what travel advisory would the U.S. State Department give tourists going to New York City? Let me know what y'all think they would rate that in the comment section. And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate you guys. We got 50 people watching and we got 36 likes. If everybody can take a moment, bang on that like button and get us to 80, that would be great.
So if you knew about New Brunswick, you would have known that this city back in the days. ¿Usted quiere hablar conmigo sobre el trabajo? No hay trabajo aquí. No tengo miedo. Esa gente son locos. Yo solo quiero buscando para usted, pero no hay trabajo. Okay. ¿Cómo es la renta aquí en New Brunswick? La renta. Wow. So the cry is everywhere, guys. Hundreds of people looking for work, and there is no work. See, a whole bunch of them all over New Brunswick. Yeah. It's a crisis in New Jersey, guys, and there's no work. More people are here looking for work than the other city. Than the other city that I was in. Guys, I tell you something, the rent, everybody complaining about the rent. Man, in New Brunswick is the same. And I'm gonna ask this guy here.
So I want you to pay very close attention to what he said, right? He said in New Brunswick, in New Jersey, everybody's complaining about the rent, right? Now, I want y'all to know, we are going to be talking, quote unquote, about the rent. Not necessarily in New Jersey, but the rent in a lot of places. Because again, I only got to do one video on this, and it wasn't even the Box Bros videos that I've been promising for the last 6 months. It was a video about St. Louis and the housing, the aggressive practices for rent that they're using to evict people in St. Louis. How many people saw that video? If you guys saw that video, give me a thumbs up. If you guys didn't, then give me a thumbs down. That's going on all over the United States. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to DeAndre. DeAndre said, They gonna do like New York and San Francisco. They're gonna show the Brooklyn Bridge instead of how downtown really looks. Facts. Yeah, the Box Bros is coming eventually. Shout out to my man KO Kid Fit. KO Kid Fit says USA knows they ain't got no jobs, but they bringing in more people to leech. Big facts. If you guys agree with KO Kid Fit, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Tedra says, I'm trying to understand how they are coming here for work. Most of the products in the U.S. are made in other countries. Right. So you would think that they'd go to a place like China for work. Where are they going to work at here in the United States? We've asked that question before. The United States isn't a manufacturing economy. It's a service economy. Where are they going to work at? That's the question that we've been asking. Where are these jobs? Shout out to Win Loser Row. Win Loser Row said KO Kid Fit cooks nigga. KO Kid Fit he be cooking people, man. What do you say about Sneeko? He said Sneeko was looking throwed off. He said that boy Sneeko be acting throwed off. Oh man, Sneeko throwed off, man. That's hilarious.
¿Cómo es la renta aquí en New Brunswick, man?
Muy cara, demasiado cara.
¿Usted cree que los dueños de la casa están aprovechando?
Demasiado, claro que sí, porque te le suben dos.
Now, this is what's important. This right here, I want y'all to pay very close attention to this old Vanderlei Silva looking motherfucker right here. I want y'all to pay very close attention to this old Vanderlei Silva looking motherfucker right here. Listen very closely to what he said. I'm going to tell you something. That's why Rampage Jackson kicked that motherfucker's ass back in the UFC. Listen to this shit. Listen right here.
300 pesos una habitación, 800, 900 dólares, y no quieren ni que esté en la casa. Quieren que tú la pagues y no venga a dormir de noche.
Wow, he said that.
No quieren ni que tú estés en la casa y que tú que uses las cosas menudeado y te cobran 900 mil dólares por una habitación.
Wow, the crowd's everywhere, guys. And
now, what we're going to do here, right, is we need hell of comment section participation right here. When we get to the part, and y'all gonna know when we get to that part. Y'all gonna know when we get to that part because the comment section gonna go wild. When we get to that part, I want y'all to spam the comment section with angry faces. And I want to ask y'all, who's responsible for this? Pay very close attention.
in the other town that I was in, same crowd. This guy here saying that they're charging them 900 too much. ¿De qué país usted?
Yo soy dominicano.
Oh, usted de Santo Domingo, pero
27 años vivo aquí en New Brunswick.
27 años, 27 years in New Brunswick. Y yo no estoy molestando, pero usted tiene papeles, ¿sí o no?
Sí.
Oh, pero si tú tienes papeles, usted no tiene que buscar trabajo afuera.
No, porque ahorita el trabajo está flojo en todos lados. Hay trabajo, pero está un poco bajo a veces. Y como no tengo carro, se hace un poquito más complicado.
Guys, for the English guys, he's saying that he's from Santo Domingo. He's saying that he got papers. I asked him, I told him, I said, then if you have papers, why are you out in the street looking? He said, everything is slow right now,
Yeah.
and there is nothing out here. But la mayoría de la gente aquí no tiene papeles.
Pero algunos no tienen papeles, muchos tienen permiso. Algunos vinieron con la ley 42 que todavía están en manos del gobierno, que están registrados por el sistema.
Oh.
Todos los que están con la ley 42.
Hey, KO Kid Fit, you need to come to the Midwest, bro. You need to come to the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? You need to come to the Midwest. I ain't never leaving the Midwest, bro. I ain't never leaving the Dust Bowl. Never. I go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I go on vacation to different places, but I ain't never, ever leaving the Dust Bowl. It is what it is.
No entraron ilegal porque entraron bajo la ley de inmigración, ley 42.
Yeah. Pero una pregunta, ¿la policía está molestando a usted aquí en New Brunswick también?
Sí, mucho molesta.
I asked him if the police is chasing him out. He said yes.
They race it. They come here, they bother a lot.
He said that police are racist, they bother you a lot.
Vienen 24 horas a molestar, que vayan a joder los que andan haciendo daño. Nosotros aquí queremos trabajo, no andamos molestando. Si nosotros fuéramos ladrones, no estuviéramos aquí buscando el día a día.
He said, same cry like the other town guys. He said that he's here, they're not criminals. They're here looking for a job. But let me ask him the same question that I asked the people in Plainfield.
Now, here go my question. How do we know that they're not criminals? They don't have documents. Let's start there. I want to know what you guys think. How do we know that these individuals are not criminals when they do not have any documents? What way do we know of being able to identify them as anything at all? How do we know? Shout out to MC. What's good with it, MC?
La gente está diciendo que ustedes están tomando cerveza en la calle. Un momento. Tomando cerveza. Ustedes están botando basura en la calle y orinar in front of todo el mundo. So I asked him, I said, the same question that I heard that they are drinking beer, throwing the garbage in the street and urinate in front of everybody. ¿Sí o no?
Sí, pero por ejemplo, tú llegaste de sorpresa, no fue un aviso. ¿Cómo está? ¿Tú ves alguno tomando?
No.
¿Tú ves basura? ¿Cómo está el área? Es un ejemplo más que lógico. Tú no avisaste. You don't say you were coming. So
Yeah.
we're not prepared.
Yeah.
But you can see how to look. That's how you can see that we're not lying. When you can see you come here as a surprise and you see the way it look,
Yeah.
you don't have to question me because
You see how that English flipped? Did you see how that Spanish flipped into English? Very fluent English too. East Coast accented English. Hey, this look like Cesar Pena's cousin Lucci, don't it? If this dude right here look like Cesar Pena's cousin Lucci, give me a thumbs up. If it don't look like Cesar Pena's cousin Lucci, give me a thumbs down. Homeboy look like Lucci.
you don't say you were coming. So
Yeah.
we're not prepared.
Yeah.
But you can see how to look. That's how you can see that we're not lying. When you can see you come here as a surprise and you see the way it look,
Yeah.
you don't have to question me because you can see the sample.
Yes.
It's better una foto. You see with your eye. It's better than somebody tell you what they say. You can see.
Yes.
Look at how people organize.
Yeah, pero
Nobody was prepared when you were coming.
Yeah.
You're surprised and you see the difference.
okay, pero todo el mundo, I'm gonna ask him about when they leave their country too, because you guys need to hear this from New Brunswick. New Brunswick was one.
Listen, you guys, listen. Listen very close. Nah, for real. I want y'all to go Google Cesar Pena's cousin Lucci, the one that supposedly beat up Joe Budden. Homeboy looked like Lucci. I told y'all about them miscellaneous light-skinned people from the East Coast. They grimy. You know what I'm saying? Miscellaneous light-skinned people from the East Coast grimy.
Back in the days about.
Now listen to what this part is extremely important. It is extremely important right here. Shout out to Tony Taylor and shout out to Sean. What's good with it?
No, I'm gonna ask him about when they leave their country too, because you guys need to hear this from New Brunswick. New Brunswick was one back in the days about 90% black people, African American. No, it's 90. I think it's about 90% Hispanic, but I'm gonna ask him 80%. Oh wow, he knows the figure 80% Hispanic. But the people want.
So how he know? How does he know the statistics? They know demographics of where they're being sent to.
To know, and I'm asking it panel también. When you were leaving your country, did you check? Well, you were here for a long time, but did you check to see that America was very slow, everything is slow, and
It
there
was
was
not
no.
like that. When I came here, you would do application, you get a job the same day you get called. Now,
Yes,
you
yes.
do that application, they say we call you. They never call you.
Yeah, but isn't that because?
The economy is down.
Yeah, but because don't you think it's because too many people crossing the border is too
No,
free?
it's not for that.
Now I want y'all to pay very close attention. Do y'all see that $150 on his forehead? Do y'all see that $150 on his forehead? My man got a $150 on his forehead. You don't get a $150 on your forehead like that from, just being out there and being a, good Samaritan. How many of y'all can see that $150 on his forehead?
It's just because they invest the money.
You see the $150? It's right over his eye. Look at it. Cassie says she don't know what it is. How many of y'all do y'all know what a $150 is? If y'all know what a $150 is, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't know what a $150 is, give me a thumbs down. A $150 is a deep ass scar from getting cut. Yeah. Facts. Lloyd Scott 9, it's a scar from getting cut. He got cut right above his eyes. See, this right here is situational awareness. You got to look and see somebody, you got a scar like that. Where you get that scar from, bro? See it? Righto is right. He's got, and it's connected with this little gash in his forehead. So somebody hit him with something and then drug it down over his eye. So y'all was going to war. Whatever was going on with you. And that make you wonder, is whatever, now you got to ask about the teeth. Is this a hygiene issue or is this from being rowdy? That exactly. Shout out to Lloyd Sky 9. Facts. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Never call you.
Yeah, but isn't it because
the economy is down?
Yeah, but because don't you think it's because too many people crossing the border is too free?
It's not for that. It's just because they invest the money in all this stuff. It's no job. It's not project.
He knows a lot. He knows a lot. But I think that there are too many people crossing.
No, it's never too many. It's a big country. It's never too many. It's never too many.
Yeah.
See, these people ain't stupid. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Win, lose, or rug. Facts. Or he either ran the streets where he was, or he ran in the yard where he was. Yeah, I want y'all to pay close attention to how these people talking.
How many people die in the pandemic? How many people lost their life? They need to replace it. They need to back them up.
Yeah.
That's what they need the people. People say, why they open the door? They know the reason. They have a number. They working with the system.
No, but
the system never lie.
But they don't have an accurate amount of people crossing the border. They don't know.
We have enough. I don't know why they still haven't opened, but we have enough.
Okay, let me ask you one question. People are saying, especially the black people or Morenos, especially them, are saying that when you guys are legal, like you, for example, and you have a company, you won't hire nobody, especially black people. Is that true?
No.
Have you ever...
It doesn't matter race. If you want to work, work it for anybody.
All right, I beg to differ that because I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses. Hold on. I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses and I don't see any black people working.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
Black America, they're really difficult to deal with.
Respect.
Now, how do your foreign ass know how black people are? And you've been in a country where we are literally non-existent part of your population. You know about Black America? You come from countries where Black Americans are non-existent. Who's responsible for him saying this? Who's responsible? Now, how come the Democrat media is not showing you these people's thoughts, actions, and feelings? We already got issues up here dealing with the savages that we live with up here. Now we got to deal with people that are imported with these same type of sentiments. And you got J.B. Pritzker sitting up there asking people to give these people an apology. Yeah, you're lazy. You're lazy. Facts. You're lazy. You're lazy. Are you serious? We were so lazy that the people before us put in all of that work, took bullets, so that people like this ungrateful piece of dog crap could come over here and talk crap. And this is one of the reasons why people need to stop going to work and start buying the work. The way that you deal with this is you don't sit around and listen to a clown like this sit there and talk crap. You lock out and block out. You buy all the businesses, you buy all the property, and then you charge. You overcharge him so that he can't start a business where you are. You don't go to him for an application. He comes to you with the rent that he's getting charged a 30% premium on for being him. Shout out to Val. I'm going to bring it back for you, Val. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't smashed that like button, please take a moment. Smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, make sure you guys hit the bell and subscribe. And please share the stream to your social media.
Isn't that because
the economy is down?
Yeah, but because don't you think it's because too many people crossing the border is too free?
It's not for that. It's just because they invest the money in all this stuff. There's no job. It's not project.
Are the Democrat politicians that are selling us out, who are Black American, selling us out to do things for them? Are those people lazy? Are those Black Americans lazy and hard to work with? They're clearly easy to work with because you're using their policy to exploit. Eric Adams, he hard to work with for you, bruh. $1,000 a month in a nice room at the Roosevelt, hard for you to work with. Who's responsible for these people saying this, y'all? Because how do you get somebody who has never been around Black Americans? Because we're Black American, which means we make up a negligible population of anybody anywhere else in the world. Negligible, not non-existent, but negligible. If you ask this person, he can't name one Black American. I bet you he couldn't even name Martin Luther King. Now, my question is, how come this kind of xenophobia never gets called out? You know, all of those people that want to try to sit there and say that Freeman and FBA and ADOS are hate groups. I don't know. I've never known the government to set up a bureau for a hate group except for the police, but okay. But there was a such thing as the Freeman's Bureau. Freeman's Bank. So now all of those people that sit there and say that Freeman, FBA, ADOS are xenophobic, I'm sure there are some people out there that go inappropriately hard saying inappropriate things at people that don't deserve it. You have people like that from every element of anything. But my question is, how is it that they always miss these kind of videos? Why is it that they miss all of the anti-Black history of any of these South American countries, Central American countries? What people need to do right now is, if you have the money or the ability, you need to take over the businesses in New Brunswick. You need to buy all of the land in New Brunswick. And you need to make it where it's virtually impossible for anybody other than you to be able to do business there. So you can show them what being hard to work with actually looks like. Because being hard to work with doesn't look like Black America. Just ask him. He's here in the United States right now because of Black America.
He knows a lot. He knows a lot. But I think that there are too many people.
No, it's never too many. It's a big country. It's never too many. It's never too many.
Yeah.
How many people die in the pandemic? How many people lost their life? They need to replace it. They need to back them up.
Yeah.
That's what they need the people. People say, why they open the door? They know the reason. They have a number. They working with a system.
No, but
the system never lie.
But they don't have an accurate amount of people cross the border. They don't know.
We have enough. I don't know why they still haven't opened, but we have enough.
Okay, let me ask you one question. People are saying, especially the Black people or Morenos, especially them, are saying that when you guys are legal, like you, for example, and you have a company you won't hire nobody, especially black people. Is that true?
No.
Have you ever?
It doesn't matter race. If you want to work, work it for anybody.
All right, I beg to differ with that because I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses. Hold on, I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses, and I don't see any black people working
Let
with
me tell
them.
you one thing.
Yes.
Black America, they really difficult to deal with.
Respect.
Number one.
Yes.
They're kind of difficult. If you
Now
know
you see the other dude, the other immigrant in the background. He said, "I respect black people." Listen,
anybody.
All right, I beg to differ with that because I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses. Hold on, I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses, and I don't see any black people working
Let
with
me
them.
tell you one thing.
Yes.
Black America, they're really difficult to deal with.
Respect.
did you hear that? See, now this guy, now look at how he's staring at this dude. He like, you off code, shut up. He says, shut up. He looking at him like, shut up when I'm talking. The other dude, the other migrant over there that's not on the camera said, I respect black people. He said, shut the hell up. Because when these cameras come off, I'm finna make sure you don't make this mistake again. Exactly. This is one of the reasons why people got to stop looking for jobs. Stop asking for jobs. We need to be creating and weaponizing business industries, value chains, real estate networks. We are not employee class people. You can be an employee. There's nothing wrong with that. But for everybody to expect to just go get a job, these people are not looking to hire us. These people are crazy. These people are trying to create tools of industrial strength to enrich themselves. And in order to enrich yourself, you always have to have somebody at the bottom. And these pro-black coons have been telling people that we the bottom class for a year, forever, for years. Built-in bottom class. That's because we haven't come through like a demolition crew and broke down the foundation. We're only a built-in bottom class if we allow the building to stay standing. The only buildings that have not fallen down are buildings that we built. All other buildings in the world have perished. And the pyramids are damn near eternal. And you mean to tell me that we sit up here like we can't knock this building down? I beg to differ. They say that you're powerless. I say that we're powerful. And that's where we stop getting along. That's where we stop getting along. That's where my line gets drawn in the sand from everything else everybody else got going on here.
Number one.
Yes.
They're kind of difficult. If you don't know the flow, the way they move.
Black American is difficult to work with.
If you know how to, I know them. You have to know the person, how it is and how they're thinking. Because you have a conversation.
So he knows how Black Americans are and how Black Americans is. He knows us and he knows the conversation. I think this dude just knows how to hustle. If you guys think that this dude just knows how to hustle, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, just give me a thumbs down. I think this dude just knows, I think he knows how to hustle pretty good. You know how to spit some game. That's about it. But he's spitting the game that everybody will hear because everybody has sit around and listen and entertain you talking trash about or to Black people. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Depending on how the person
Yeah, come this way. The sun is kind of.
Because I'm let you know.
Yes.
They're America. They have paper, okay?
Yes.
When you hire them, they know the right. When you say do this, they get mad. They strong. They're America.
I can see you. Come.
So do you guys hear what he's saying? What he's saying is that we're difficult because we know too much. We know our rights. So what he's saying, technically, right? It's technically true. And when I say technically true, I'm not agreeing with him that we're difficult. What I'm agreeing with is that one reason why people like dumb people is because they're easy to control. Exactly. Kiko. Exactly. He knows we don't take shit. And if you're somebody that doesn't take shit, you're always more difficult to deal with because you can't be taken advantage of. Regardless, basically, win, lose, or rug, he basically said we're not big enough cowards, basically, right? Regardless, he's out of pocket to try to come here and lock out and block out the people who already been here and the people who actually died and put blood, sweat, and tears in so he could bring his funky ass up here. Now, you know, everybody is competing and YouTube is competitive and people got to fabricate beefs and everybody got to react to everybody. And, you know, people, larger content creators and whoever, you know what I'm saying, they'll clip what I said and try to say, oh, look at Robb agreeing with the tether. You know what I'm saying? No, Robb's not agreeing with the tether. I don't repeat myself. My videos is up. I don't repeat myself and my videos are up. What I said is that this dude called us difficult. However, we difficult for all of the right reasons. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, then give me a thumbs down. And if you want to take my words out of context, all you're doing is just giving an acumen to your own IQ. Make sure when you clip this to run it, you clip that part too.
Come on. I want you to say that again. What you say about it? Tell me now.
America.
Black America.
They're America. They know all the right.
No. Win, lose, or rug. I wasn't calling the vlogger a tether. I'm talking about that migrant. I wasn't talking about the vlogger. You know what I'm saying? The vlogger actually, you know what I'm saying? He actually doing the right thing.
What about Jamaica?
Jamaica is Latino. It is different.
No,
Jamaica,
we're not Latino, really. We're black, just like.
No. Excuse me. It's black by color. We all color. Black.
Now you see, what you looking at right here. This is what Latino colonization looks like.
Yeah, come this way. The sun is kind of.
Because I'm let you know.
Yes.
They're America. They have paper, okay?
Yes.
When you hire them, they know the right. When you say do this, they get mad. They strong. They're America.
I can see you. Come on. So, I want you to say that again. What you say about it? Tell me now.
America.
Black America.
They're America. They know all the right.
So basically what he's saying, basically what he is saying is that we know our rights. We stand up for ourselves. We can't just be taken advantage of. Since we can't just be taken advantage of, I'd rather just deal with somebody that's dumb so I can take advantage of them and control them. They know that we can't be controlled. Sound right? Exactly. So now we got to ask the question, who are they bringing these migrants in for? To supplement the Democrat voting base or the Republican voting base? Because this dude right here, he might be a migrant. He's a migrant. He's a MAGA migrant. He's a migrant. Would you guys agree? This dude is a migrant. If you guys agree that this dude is a migrant, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. He's a migrant.
How about Jamaica?
Jamaica is Latino. It is different.
No, we're
Jamaica,
not Latino. We're black, just like.
No. Excuse me. It's black by color. We all color. Black is American black. We all black.
Yes.
He said we black. No, we're not all black. You're not black, my dude. Remember, he's the one of them people. Me no black. Me no black. Now we're all black. Yeah, facts. Shout out to Sean. Sean said, yeah, look at this. This is definitely material all black Americans must see, learn, and understand that Papi and Mamacita are not our friends. Yeah, they should see it, but people got their emotional attachments. They're gonna digest it from the server that they want to serve it to them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't everybody's flavor over here, which is cool. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But now y'all up on game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are up on game.
Being in Jamaica, you are Latino because you Latin. You move from another country. By the way, immigrant. Anyway, it's not about that. Black America,
yes.
they angry when they go to work. I'm telling the truth.
Now, did you see that? And also, I want you guys to pay attention to the psychological game that this migrant is trying to play with the vlogger here. He's trying to get the vlogger to psychologically separate himself from black Americans, black people in general. If you guys see that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't see that, give me a thumbs down. Again, let me ask you guys this question. Where did he get this from? Where did he get this from? He's trying to get this black vlogger to psychologically separate himself from other black people.
I can see you. Come on. So, I want you to say that again. What you say about it? Tell me now.
America.
Black America.
They're America. They know all the right.
How about Jamaicans?
Jamaica is Latino. It is different.
No, we're not Latino. We're black, just like.
He said Jamaicans are Latino, which is interesting because ain't that what Busta Rhymes said? Now, how are Jamaicans Latino? Do they speak Spanish or something that I'm not aware of? Are they Catholic? Facts. Shout out to Lloyd Sky 9. If you guys agree with Lloyd Sky 9, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Lloyd Sky 9 said he got it from the media. Facts. Now, here's my question. Who are the people that run the media? Who are the people that run the media, and who are the other group of people that benefit from the propaganda that the media runs? And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 51 people watching. Shout out to y'all. And we got 61 likes. If everybody could take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that bell. You know what I'm saying? And share the stream to your social media. And also, make sure that you guys are subscribed to my Discord and to my Twitter. All right? Hit that link that's in the comment section. Join the Discord. And make sure you follow at Base Reality 2 on Twitter.
No, excuse me. It's black by color. We all color. Black is American black. We all black.
Yes.
Being in Jamaica, you are Latino because you Latin. You move from another country. By the way, immigrant. And
you're not in Jamaica. So first and foremost, those rules don't apply. You don't come to the United States and make the rules. Second of all, he's black. What this dude is trying to sit there, he's the migrant guy. I want you to pay very close attention to the confusion. He's trying to confuse race and ethnicity for the vlogger. The vlogger's not stupid, though. The vlogger clearly is an intelligent dude. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to pay very close attention. Where did this migrant get these tricks? I want y'all to facts. If y'all agree with Sean Williams, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. I need y'all to list all the places and individuals and people's names. If you're watching in the comment section after the video on the replay gang, hashtag replay gang, load the comment section up. Who's responsible for this babble? Because as far as I'm concerned, with the United States bringing these people in the United States at the amounts that they're bringing them in, despite the fact that I know that the government is only here for containment of us, it's not here to work with us as if we're actual active members of the population. This would be a compelling case to present this information to the government and say, even if we don't pay attention to the hate crime statistics that justify it, the influx of migrants alone justifies a hate crime protection bill for Freeman, FBA, and ADOS. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Anyway, it's not about that. Black America,
Yes.
they angry when they go to work. I'm telling the truth.
Yes. Let me hear the
You
truth.
tell them to do this, they always they can do it, but they give you pay. You bring a Latino, they don't have no pay.
But one thing, you wouldn't expect somebody who is a citizen here work for a little bit of money like you guys. You wouldn't expect that. That's not fair to them.
Because but that's why they need to go get a job. They get prepared. You know, if you know your right, why you still in that position?
But I heard that you guys will not work for less than $200 a day. Is that true?
Okay, yes, I do. You go to McDonald's, you need.
Got him. Got him. Now he's sitting there talking all that craziness about FBA, Freeman, ADOS, and they got a price. They not working for less than $200. I thought y'all would do anything for money. Got him. Got him. Got him. Look at him sitting there looking like Gizmo from the Gremlins. Sitting there, sitting there looking like Gizmo from the migrants. Sitting there looking like Gizmo. Man, that vlogger in his face, man. Hey, that vlogger in his face like this.
Why are you gay?
$15, $20 to get a meal. How can you work when you have 3 kids and you pay $1,000 rent a month, 3 kids to feed it, clothes, shoes, and right to go?
Welcome to America. Are you serious? That's what we all got to deal with. Why do you think you should come here and not have to deal with that? This dude is literally acting as if he shouldn't have to deal with the problems that all of us have to deal with. And that's after he sat up there and basically told this migrant what Joe Biden be telling everybody.
You ain't black.
Don't feed him after midnight. Exactly. And this dude, and this migrant here, he's a smart migrant. He's intelligent. He knows what's up. He clearly keeps track of current events. So he knows. Sean Williams said, look at the look on his face. He knew full well and knows full well that they are the ones screwing up the pay scale in the job market. Facts. While sitting there demanding more pay and then talking about don't hire us because we're difficult. Which is one of the reasons why in 2024, say no to getting hired. Say yes to your own destiny. Say yes to your own destiny. Being an owner instead of being an employee comes with so much more perks. If you have a network of employees, you can create something like a union. If you have a network of businesses, now you can strong arm the politicians like how the politicians already been strong armed by organizations like AIPAC. You know what I'm saying? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
to school, babysitter when they get out of school.
True, but beggars.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with $100? $100 is nothing. So you catch it up, it's gone.
I believe you because but beggars are not choosers. If you
Hey man, the vlogger chose violence today. The vlogger chose violence today. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there like, I want y'all to pay close attention because this is what everybody does. This is one of the reasons why one thing that we got to start, if you ask me, right? One thing that it would be in people's benefit to do is to stop being outraged and find a way to be offensively self-serving when dealing with other people. Be offensively self-serving, where people automatically know that if you're around, no resources are going out to anybody else unless they try to physically take them from you, but you're going to be so together and in such good shape that that's not even going to be worth the struggle. We need to stop being the expected share people. Start flexing status. There's no need to be humble. Why do I deserve this amount of money? Because I'm documented. It's documented the contribution my family did for this country, financially, militarily, for the economy. You're a new kid on the block. What happens to new kids at school? New kids at school get treated worse than new people who came into the country illegally. You can deal with it. Everybody been a new kid. Everybody been a new employee at work. You have to deal with that year of people not trusting you, people looking at you funny. They don't know if you a snitch. You got to deal with the cliques. Everybody dealt with that. If you want to pass over the border, you need to deal with the rites of passage of moving around up in here. And there's nothing wrong with that. A new child in a family gets more pushback than these people. You the youngest kid in the family, your older siblings gonna look at you crazy. Your older cousin's gonna look at you crazy until you old enough to look at them crazy back. And that's in your own family. You're not about to get an extra check. Ain't how that work.
don't have the right papers to work, then you shouldn't be able to choose.
Listen, that's just back in the 80s. We're not as late. It doesn't matter you got a paper, legal or not legal, working is work. You still want to do the work, you still want to go through, it is the right for everything. The longer you work, you get paid. You're supposed to get paid the right money, no matter what. Paper, no paper. Because you
man, shout out to Sean, man. Make sure that y'all throw Sean some radiation emojis, some flames in the chat. Sean is on point. Facts. Thank you for this comment, bro. If you guys agree with Sean's comment, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Sean said we have to also start getting actual Black Americans loyal to us in American politics. This scumbag is actually showing us that he is doing what he is doing because WS give them handouts. That's a fact. He came to the United States and he knows the first language because the United States is a country that has 2 official languages. See, most people think that the United States only has 1 language. You know, Canada got 2 official languages. They got French and they got English. Those are both the official languages of Canada. Did you guys know that? The United States has 2 official languages. The first is anti-Black racism. You don't even have to speak English, but as long as you are being anti-Black in front of the right white person or in front of the right minorities, you're good. And then there's English. Those are the United States' 2 major forms of communication. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. This dude can barely get a sentence out. But when he does get a sentence out, it's just like Joe Biden in the Alzheimer's moments. Joe Biden doesn't know how to complete a sentence unless it's saying absolutely no, you can't get reparations. That's the only sentence Joe Biden knows how to successfully complete. Which means that him and Joe Biden got more in common with each other than they got in common with you. And that's a big problem. because Joe Biden got the front door open and he's inviting all these people to the party and it ain't enough food in the burner tables.
Life and life is time. Your time is your life.
True, but so you don't think that the migrants crisis is affecting New Jersey?
Let me tell you something to the government.
Yeah.
Boy, they need to figure it out. They're giving paper to all the people. They coming new from the legally.
The government, this is what the government needs to figure out. The government needs to figure this out. The government got a lot of figuring out to do. They're going to have to get that, whatever you tell them that they got to figure out, that's got to get a place in line behind figuring out reparations.
And you pay $1,000 rent a month, 3 kids to feed him, clothes, shoes, and right to go to school, babysitter when they get out of school.
True, but beggars.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with $100? $100 is nothing. So you catch it up, it's gone.
I believe you, because but beggars are not choosers. If you don't have the right papers to work, then you should be able to choose.
Listen, that's just back in the 80s. We not a slave. It doesn't matter. You got to pay for legal or not legal. Working is work. You still.
He said, "We not a slave." Right. Right. You're not a slave and you're not a descendant of slaves. Now, the thing is that the vlogger asked this individual if he has his papers, right? And, you know, he didn't show any papers. All he did was say, yeah, he has papers. But there's no way that can be verified. You know, unless he's dealing directly with U.S. Customs and Immigration Services. So, you know, the vlogger is taking him at his word, but who's to say that the word is accurate or whether it's not? You know what I mean?
Right. If you know you're right, why you still in that position?
But I heard that you guys will not work for less than $200 a day. Is that true?
If you know your rights, why are we still in that position? I don't know. Probably because when it comes to us voting against cities, letting people like you in, our government stops us from getting to the town hall meetings. Maybe things like that. Shout out to Brandon Johnson. I want you guys to make sure that you thoroughly hear what this individual said. And also, we got 65 people watching. There should be 65 comments after this video that says, yes, if you're Freeman, FBA, ADOS, you need to watch this live stream all the way through. Do you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Yes.
Being in Jamaica, you are Latino because you Latin. You move from another country. By the way, immigrant. Anyway, it's not about that. Black America.
Yes.
Shout out to T-Lo, right? Shout out to T-Lo. Now, T-Lo says our government continuously sabotages us. Now, I agree with what T-Lo is saying because I know what he's saying. But I believe that saying it like this is more accurate. We don't have a government. This government is for white people. And it is that government's job to ensure the perpetuation and maintenance of power for white people and others who buy into the ideology, which would mean that that is not our government. That would mean that an entity like that is a direct antagonist to us. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, then give me a thumbs down. Shout out to my man, Jay Bird. What's good with it, bro?
They angry when they go to work. I'm telling the truth.
Yes. Let me hear the
you
truth.
tell them to do this, they always they can do it, but they give you pay. You bring a Latino, they don't have no pay.
But one.
So I want you guys to pay very close. You bring Latino. He didn't just say bring the, you know, wherever he's from, bring Mexican. He didn't say that. Latino. We're going to make that group bigger when it's time to attack a smaller group. I want you guys to see that. I want y'all to see that. It's diabolical. And real quick, shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you guys have not smashed the like button, we got 73 likes. We need 27 to get to that 100. And we got 67 people watching, so it should be pretty easy. Smash that like button if you haven't smashed the like button yet. If you guys haven't shared the stream, make sure you guys take a moment and share the stream. If you're not subscribed to the channel, take a moment, subscribe to the channel.
But they don't have an accurate amount of people crossing the border. They don't know.
We have enough. I don't know whether they still haven't opened, but we have enough.
Okay, let me ask you one question. People are saying, especially the black people or Morenos, especially them, are saying that when you guys are legal, like you, for example, and you have a company, you won't hire nobody, especially black people. Is that true?
No.
Have you ever...
It doesn't matter race. If you want to work, it's working for anybody.
All right, I beg to differ that because I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses. Hold on. I've seen a lot of Hispanic with businesses, and I don't see any black people working with them.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
Black America, they're really difficult to deal with.
Respect.
Number one.
Yes.
They're kind of difficult. If you don't know the flow, the way they move.
Black America.
Now you see the other migrant that's not on camera. He said, "I respect black people." Number one. I respect black people. Number one. See?
And it's difficult to work with.
If you know how to, I know them. You have to know the person how it is and how to take it. Because you have a conversation depending on how the person is.
You're coming straight. The sun is kind of.
We come and let you know.
Yes.
They're America. They have paper, okay?
Yes.
When you hire them, they know they're right. When you say do this, they get mad. They're strong. They're America.
I can see you. Come on. So, I want you to say that again. What you say about it? Tell me now.
America.
Black America.
They're America. They know they're right.
How about Jamaicans?
Jamaica is Latino. It is different.
No, we're not Latino, really. We're black, just like
no.
He's trying to now this guy, he must be Jamaican. He said, "We're not Latino. We're black." So this Latino is trying to tell this Jamaican that the Jamaican is Latino. I want y'all to pay very close attention to these mind games.
No, excuse me. It's black color. We all color. Black is American. Black. We all black.
yes.
Being in
No,
Jamaica,
we're not all
Latino
black.
because you Latin. You move.
No, we're not. We're not all black. We're not all black. If that was the case, then that means that those Jim Crow laws would have affected everybody, and they sure as hell didn't. They sure as hell didn't. All lives matter. The Jim Crow laws that affected our fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers. This is Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley versions of history. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. This is Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley versions. Revisionist, nonsensical, right-wing, conservative American. Charlie Kirk inspired. Jared Taylor inspired reciting of events. Shout out to Black Bitcoin Key. What's good with it, bro?
Another country. By the way, anyway, it's not about that. Black America.
Yes.
They angry when they go to work. I'm telling the truth.
Yes. Let me hear the truth.
You tell them to do this. They always they can do it, but they give you pay. You bring a Latino.
Now, how did he know? This dude has never employed Black Americans. He's never been an employer. White people will listen to this and their heads will bob up and down like a bunch of sports bobbleheads on a shelf in a room with a window, and the wind just blew. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Black Women Stand Up. What's good with it? See, he's just new to the country and he knows the truth. He's just new to the country and he knows the truth. That's what the MAGA crowd will say. That's what people like Mark Dice will say. That's what people like Tim Pool will say. That's what people like Geeks and Gamers will say. People like Thomas Sowell. Candace Blowins.
They don't have no paper.
But one thing, you wouldn't expect somebody who is a citizen here work for a little bit of money like you guys. You wouldn't expect that. That's not fair to them.
Because but that's why they need to go get a job. They get prepared. You know, if you know you're right. Why you still in that position?
But I heard that you guys will not work for less than $200 a day. Is that true?
Okay, yes I do. You go to McDonald's, you need $15, $20 to you get a.
He said, did you see that? He choked him up. He got all choked up because he's saying you got standards and a minimum pay scale that you won't work for less dollars than. Why do you not expect other people to? He doesn't expect you to because he's been taught and conditioned by the global media propaganda machine that benefits all the Americans here, except for us today, to believe without evidence that you are less than a human being. And they don't want you to say anything about it. They don't want you to fight back. Right, exactly, Tilo Brown. They believe, these people and the population at large here, the 70%, they believe that our standards should be lower because they believe, or they want to believe, that we're lower standard human beings. And there's none of them that can deny that. There's none of them that can disprove that talking point. That's one of the reasons why they don't want anybody talking about it. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. It don't matter. It's going to get ugly.
Mel, how can you work when you have 3 kids and you pay $1,000 rent a month, 3 kids to feed him, clothes, shoes, and right to go to school, babysitter when they get out of school?
True, but beggars.
What you gonna do with $100?
Welcome to America. That's what we all deal with. How many of y'all deal with paying bills and budgeting? If you deal with paying bills and budgeting, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you don't, and you magically live some miraculous life where you don't have to do that every day, well then, by all means, give me a thumbs down in the comment section. Second, tell me what you do. And third, make sure if you're a moderator, you leave the link to the application of whatever you got going on that you don't have to do that in the chat. So immediately after the video, I can go apply. Thanks.
$100 is nothing. So you catch it up, it's gone.
I believe you but beggars are not choosers. If you don't have the right papers to work, then you should be able to choose.
Listen, that's back in the 80s. We're not as late. It doesn't matter, you got to pay for legal or not legal. Working is work. You still want to do the work, you still want to go through. It is the right for everything. The longer you work, you get paid. You're supposed to get paid the right money, no matter what. Paper, no paper. Because your life and life is time. Your time is your life.
True, but so you don't think that the migrants crisis is affecting New Jersey?
Let me tell you something. To the government.
Yeah.
Boy, they need to figure it out. They give you paper. All the people, they coming new from the legally. They know how to crime in the United States. They don't have.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great video. Shout out to New Mind. New Mind said, bro, just watch this vid. Shout out to our Aristopat. Yeah. Facts. This is a great video. That's why I tagged him in the title, and I tagged him in the description box as well. You know what I'm saying?
No crime. They never go to court, but they might a lot of them criminal, and they open the door. They have people here. They be working for over 20 years, and they know who they are. Why they don't give the paper to the people here? Why they give it to the paper? People that coming. Those people that come and they got more right, and the people that been working all his life in here. And
but remember, you have a lot of people.
So this, I want you guys to understand. He knows. So you guys see that? He knows what they're doing. There was somebody that said that in the comment section earlier. I think it was either Sean or Patrick said that in the comment section. He knows that the people here have more rights than the people coming. He knows this. They all know, man. They all know. Do not let them fool you acting like they don't know nothing. They all know.
Do it, but they give you pay. You bring a Latino, they don't have no paper.
But one thing, you wouldn't expect somebody who is a citizen here work for a little bit of money like you guys. You wouldn't expect that. That's not fair to them.
Because but that's why they need to go get a job. They get prepared. You know, if you know you're right. Why you still in that position?
But I heard that you guys will not work for less than $200 a day. Is that true?
Okay, yes I do. You go to McDonald's, you need $15, $20 to you get a meal. How can you work when you have 3 kids and you pay $1,000 rent a month, 3 kids to feed him, clothes, shoes, And the right to go to school, babysitter when they get out of school.
True, but beggars,
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with $100? $100 is nothing. So you catch it up, it's gone.
I believe you because but beggars are not choosers. If you don't have the right papers to work, then you should be able to choose.
Listen, that's just back in the 80s. We're not slave. It doesn't matter. You got to pay for legal or not legal. Working is work. You still want to do the work. You still want to go through. It is the right for everything. Longer you work, you get paid. You're supposed to get paid the right money, no matter what. Paper, no paper. Because your life and life is time.
Facts. Facts. You guys see what Sean said? Sean said, notice, he said it doesn't matter that they are illegal. He literally just said they should still be able to work. Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Source Muscle Pain. Source Muscle Pain said, notice he said he wasn't a slave, but he has no problem making sure that everyone else continues to struggle and get paid less. How does he know that foundation are different if he's never been a slave? Facts. He's been here for years. Look, even better yet, now we got to add this in. He's complaining like he's a documented American that's been here for years. He wasn't here in the 80s. What is he talking about? It's not in the 80s. In the 80s, your country was communist. You were standing in line for a piece or a loaf of bread. What are you talking about? The United States has never been communist. In the 80s, who was the president in the 80s? Didn't we have Ronald Reagan in the 80s? We weren't ever communist. In most of these South and Central American countries, they were communist. They were socialist. It's never been like it is there, here, in the 80s. The worst of our worst was always worse for us than anything they had going on down there. And they've never experienced the normal, the medium range, or the best of what we had. So they don't know any of the experiences that we've ever had. Who was a slave in the 80s in the United States? He said, it's not the 80s. I'm not a slave. In the 80s? Bruh, Jim Crow was even gone by the 80s.
Go through. It is the right for everything. Longer you work, you get paid. So you catch it up, it's gone.
I believe you because but beggars are not choosers. If you don't have the right papers to work, then you should be able to choose.
Listen, that's just back in the 80s. We're not slave.
That was back in the 80s? That was back in the 80s? How many of y'all was alive during the 80s and remember the 80s? What 80s is he talking about and where? Because he's definitely not talking about in the United States. I remember the 80s and the 90s very well. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But I can tell you one thing. Me, my entire family, my grandparents and my great-grandparents were here alive in the 80s. And none of them would be able to recount anything that he's saying. Can you all? Because I sure as hell don't.
It doesn't matter. You got to pay for legal or not legal. Working is work. You still want to do the work. You still want to go through. It is the right for everything. Longer you work, you get paid. You're supposed to get paid the right money, no matter what. Paper, no paper. Because it's your life and life is time. Your time is your life.
True, but so you don't think that the migrants crisis is affecting New Jersey?
Let me tell you something. To the government.
Yeah.
Boy, they need to figure it out. They give me paper. All the people, they coming new from the legally. They don't have no crime in the United States. They don't have no crime. They never go to court, but they might a lot of them are criminal. And they open the door. They have it. People here. They be working for over 20 years. And they know who they are. Why they don't give it the paper to the people's here? Why they give it to the paper? People that coming. Those people that coming, they got more right, and the people that be working all his life in here. And
did you hear what he just said? The people that's coming in got more rights than the people that's been working. Did y'all hear him? I want y'all to listen to this. This dude is really telling on himself. Shout out to Beach Material. What's good with it? Did y'all hear that?
This is back in the 80s. We're not as late. It doesn't matter. You got to pay for legal or not legal. Working is work. You still want to do the work. You still want to go through. It is the right for everything. The longer you work, you get paid. You're supposed to get paid the right money, no matter what. Paper, no paper. Because it's your life and life is time. Your time is your life.
True, but so you don't think that the migrants crisis is affecting New Jersey?
Let me tell you something. To the government.
Yeah.
Boy, they need to figure it out. They give you paper. All the people, they come in new from the legally. They don't have no crime in the United States. They don't have no crime. They never go to court, but they might a lot of them criminal. And they open the door. They have people here. They be working for over 20 years. And they know who they are. Why they don't give the paper to the people here? Why they give it to the paper? People that coming. The people that come, they got more right, and the people that been working all his life in here. And
But remember, you have a lot of people who apply legally and waiting to get green card legally. So they can't just give people coming like that.
They need to think better. People that lose all the energy here, and they don't got no right. They get locked up or even ticket, balance or anything, they go report it. And those people that come and they giving all the Venezuela, they be destroying New York.
Yes.
They're giving all the paper, they're giving place to stay, they're
Yes.
giving social. You have people here, they've been working for 15, 20 years, and nobody recognize them. The government, they don't even see them. And they lost all the energy, all his life working here. And they don't get no benefit.
But what
they think about that?
But what they're saying,
This dude. Facts, no doubt, New Mind. I got you, bro. I got you. Shout out to Lloyd Sky 9. Lloyd Sky 9 said he's talking himself into a corner against. Bro, that's what I said. This dude done talked himself into a circle to where now he's advocating for Americans. Man, this just don't make no sense, man. He's sitting up there sounding like Shannon Sharp yelling at Mike Epps. Oh, man. He's big triggered like Shannon Sharp yelling at Mike Epps.
is
They pay
that
taxes for 20 years, but they don't got no legal paper. They never know who they are. Those people that come in, they just came to the country and they want all the benefits, and they're not even working one day in United
Hey, he mad about it too. Look at him. Look at him. He mad. He done confused himself to now he's mad about the immigrants. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, somebody get this motherfucker some pills. Yeah, somebody get him some pills. This dude done totally flipped. Look at it, look.
yeah.
They're giving all the paper, they're giving place to stay, they're
Yes.
giving social. You have people here, they've been working for 15, 20 years, and nobody recognize them. They go,
What happened? What just happened? What happened to this dude he literally just flipped right in front of our eyes.
government, they don't even see them. And they lost all the energy, all his life working here. And they don't get no benefit.
But what
they think
but,
about that?
but what they're saying is
They pay
that
taxes for 20 years, but they don't got no legal paper. They never know who they are.
Look, you see how he aggressively came? What you think about that? I just proved your entire argument. Now say something. The blogger sitting there confused as hell, like, look at this.
Those people that come in, they just came to the country and they want all the benefits, and they're not even working one day in the United States. And they want to bet they have the hotel,
True,
paying
true.
millions of dollars in the hotel in New York City.
Look, he knows what he's talking about. He's paying millions of dollars to the hotel in New York. What? What? He talking about the Roosevelt.
They never know who they are. Those people that come in, they just came to the country and they want all the benefits, and they're not even working one day in the United States. And they want to bet they have the hotel,
True,
paying
true.
millions of dollars in the hotel in New York City, New Jersey. And that's the countries it messed up because they're wasting a lot of money and they don't know who the people is.
All right. Do you know
Yes.
that a lot of people who are here, they are criminals in their country and cross the border, coming here and behaving like, oh, we're okay now?
Yes, you do. They have it. But let me tell you, it's criminal everywhere in the whole world. That's how you have the laws. It's always going to be criminal. But they just need to know who the good people and who not. And who need the help. All of immigrants they having here, hoping they came here, millions. They're wasting so much money. And they don't know if they're going to be good or not. Look, a lot of them, they had to be reported. They be arrested. They shooting police officers. Come on, hope.
Man, this dude, man, what? Wow. Now, I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. But I'm going to say this. For him, and for him only, while they got that free health care for the migrants, go get your head checked, bro. Please go get your head checked.
The people that need the help.
Yes, true.
You got people from Honduras, from South America, South America. They work here. They good people.
Yes, but what Americans are saying is that we have a lot of Americans on the street, homeless, don't have anything to do. They're looking for job and can't find job too. So you guys are putting a strain on the economy. They're saying, don't you think it's honest to hire American citizens first?
No, I believe it. They need to do the help who need it and who want to get help.
Right. Facts, Sean. Sean said, WTF. He said there are criminals everywhere. Yo, your criminals can't come here, period. Facts. And if you've come here illegally, that makes you a criminal too. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. If you've come here illegally, that makes you a criminal too. Bruh. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 80 people watching and we got 83 likes. We need 17 likes to get to 100. If everybody could take a moment, smash that like button, hit that bell if you're not subscribed, and please share the stream to your social media. Definitely appreciate it.
Because millions of people there.
So America should overlook.
It's citizen and no citizen people that want to get help. They want to work.
No, it can't work like that. You got to take care of your citizens first.
I agree with that. There's a lot of program. You have a lot of program, a lot of system, a lot of way to help them because they're going through a lot of the casting and the like.
Yes, brother. I'm glad you speak English and it's good. And you're from Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic, American citizen. I live here for 30 years.
So if you're American citizen.
So now he's sitting here. So when he first started the interview, he was a migrant. Now he's an American citizen. He's still a migrant though. You know what I'm saying? Because more than likely he migrated to the United States and got a citizenship if he actually is a citizen. You know what I'm saying? This is just what we're hearing him say. We're not hearing all of the document. We're not seeing all of the documentation. But now at the end of the interview, this dude gonna sit up there and talk about, yeah, well, I'm an American citizen. Like, bro, seriously? But at the same time, no, it's good to see how, if this dude is an American citizen, it's good to see how the American citizens, quote unquote, feel. Now, I want y'all to pay close attention. There's a camera guy in the background back there. I don't know what's going on with that, and I didn't mean to hit that locals thing. But if you guys want to join locals, that would definitely help y'all get some more and higher quality content. That would definitely help. That definitely help. Shout out to everybody that's enforcing the likes to get us to that 100. Please make sure y'all throw some like enforcers in the chat. Enforce them likes.
Yes, I do.
The people, a lot of people not gonna believe because you shouldn't be out here if you're American citizen looking for a job. You should have
you have a lot of black Americans selling drugs and that black hate you don't be there selling drugs. Why we cannot be here?
You see that? You see that? How you know that's a black American selling drugs?
Because they going through a lot of the casting and the like.
Yes, brother. I'm glad you speak English and it's good. And you're from Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic, American citizen. I live here for 30 years.
So if you're American citizen.
Yes, I do.
The people, a lot of people not gonna believe because you shouldn't be out here if you're American citizen looking for a job. You should have.
You have a lot of black Americans selling drugs and that black hate you don't be there selling drugs. Why we cannot be here because American citizens looking for work?
Well,
remove them.
listen, that would be up to the police, though,
Exactly.
because
After the laws, after the measure.
Well-
Because everybody, they only see the right who they want to see. Just look the truth.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Appreciate you. All right. Yes. All right.
Y'all see that, right? Yep, you heard exactly what he just said, Hurricane. He said exactly what you think he said. This is what I want y'all to know. This is what I want y'all to do. Y'all see what Hurricane IQ said? He said, did he say what I just think he said? I want y'all to type into the comments what old boy just said. That's what I want y'all to do.
So, guys, as you can hear, guys, it's kind of dark out here. As you can hear, the guys are ranting, basically ranting, saying that the government should tell them. And you hear the question that I asked. So, guys, if it's the first time you're coming across my channel, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. As I said, today will be my last day blogging on the migrant crisis in the state of New Jersey. I'll be going on to another state to see how they're doing in the migrant crisis. So, guys, as you can see and hear, the crisis is all over. And New Brunswick is no exception.
So now here go the question you got to ask. Why was the Dominican guy? Shout out to Deneen. Yeah. Yeah. Why was the Dominican guy hanging out with the migrants? Think about that. He Dominican. What are you hanging out? What? Why is he hanging out over there with the migrants? What's going on? What's going on with that? What's up with that? Somebody make it make sense.
I don't know what to say, guys. It's just unrepairable. So, see you in another blog from another state, from New Brunswick. Take care.
So there's that. I think I'm gonna subscribe to Homeboy's channel, and I might react to the vlog videos until I'm able to do some vlog videos of my own. If y'all would be interested in me doing some vlog videos like this, like what he doing, you know what I'm saying, and posting them up on the channel or something, let me know. All right, leave it in the comment section. All right, I want y'all to think about this though, because regardless if Homeboy is a migrant or not, it's still very important for people to consider that his mind state that he has is the mind state that he's been given from his culture and from the United States propaganda machine, which is a weapon against us that we have to deal with and contend with every day. You can't take a passive approach when dealing with that. You can't sit around and say, what if they don't hire us? The automatic assumption should always be the worst until proven otherwise. If you're proven otherwise, that's a different story. Then do the vetting yourself. But if nothing's been proven, then nothing should be assumed, which means that you shouldn't leave anything up to chance, which means that in order to not do that, you have to make sure that you control every element of controllable elements of your daily path that you possibly can. Not leave it up to other people to get hired or to expect them to be fair. There should be no expectation of any of these people trying to be fair because these people haven't demonstrated the capability of being able to be fair. You should never give anybody credit for capabilities that they haven't displayed. Only give them credit for credibility. Only give them credibility for capabilities that they have displayed. Nobody just lets you pass into the 12th grade because you say that you can pass into the 12th grade. You have to take a proficiency and you have to pass all your classes. You don't get to become a doctor just because you say you can become a doctor. You got to pass a standardized test. Well, if you can't pass the standardized test of acting like a decent human being, then you shouldn't be treated like one just because the Constitution and some nonsensical, stupid, fake moral code that's meant to distort your brain tells you to. So don't move a muscle. We're going to be starting Magatron in about 5 minutes. This stream will take you right into there. So do not move a muscle. Let the outro music play and it'll take you right in there. When you go in there, make sure you hit the bell. Make sure y'all hit the like, and I'll be live over there shortly. I want to shout out to stream sponsor. Shout out to my man Win Loser Rug. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Shout out to the Garden State Warrior Splash Sister Val Williams with the $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. And shout out to my man Kiko 410 with the $10 super chat. I'll see y'all over on Magatron. But until then, ladies and gentlemen.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on my knee, that's on Kiwi, that's on mamas. Niggas don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging all that fake. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Active for what feature? That's like every other week. Talk behind my back. I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Hold up.